welcome to the Counterattack Playthrough Series. This is turn 6 of scenario the Rhine from World at War 85. And yeah, let's get going. The deck has been shuffled. And here we go. What we got coming in? We got a designated formation. This is East German, so the East Germans can pick one of their two formations. The question is, which one do we want to pick? Now, as a reminder, we do have the yellow formation on the end operations card. So if I use the designated formation for them, this will come off. So I think I'm going to use it for these East Germans here. The idea is I'm hoping to get extra activation. Okay, so where is our headquarters? It's right here. And where do we want to position it? So the headquarters range, I need to remind myself, because the designated formation is generic. The range is 5, but the damaged, so it's only 4. And I want to make sure this artillery is in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, it is. But these guys are up here or not, so let's see, let's move it up to maybe like here. If it goes there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, yeah, that'll be better. I think that gets everybody. Yeah, I was not doing a good job with that earlier. Actually, it doesn't get this guy here. That might be good to have in range. So we'll bring it down to these tanks. Yeah, okay. Now, let's see, who is potentially out of command? This guy up here. Oh, maybe I'm not. Yeah, this guy here. Maybe I want to bring him over here then. The guy comes back into command. So this guy up here is potentially out of command. Oh, we got multiple guys potentially out of command. We got this infantry over here. I'm okay with that. What about this infantry here? Oh, yeah, this is a hard formation to manage. This guy down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So first thing we do, this is the command status still. So this guy up here. Now morale is 6. Let's see if he's in command. He is not, which means he won't be able to be undisrupted, I believe. And then this guy down in the south, he is also not, of course. And these Soviet units, or East German units, tough to manage. Okay, then let's see if we can remove some disruption. Again, we're rolling for the morale of 6, so this guy here. No. This guy over here. Yes. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, he's out of range. This guy down here. No. And that looks like it. Any missile stuff need to be done? Doesn't look like it. All right, the first thing we're going to do, this BDRM-2, which has a recon icon, is going to call in an artillery strike on the U.S. headquarters. I think that's what we want, which is infantry armed with missiles. Let's just try. I mean, they're gonna have a good save from the headquarters, but let's do that. It's gonna call in high explosive from this SPA 251 SPA range 55. Rolls 3 dice, hitting on 4s. So there's the 3 dice. Now these guys are gonna get. Oh, I thought they were in woods. So, and I know they're above their high ground, but I don't think that matters for artillery. So they're just going to get the 1 die for themselves, which defends on a 6. Okay. I think they might get 2 more dice for the headquarters. Let me just double check that, and then we'll roll this puppy. They do not. They do not get that. It's only on offensive things. So yeah, let's drop this on the Americans here. This is probably what should have been doing the whole game, is using this artillery as much as I can. So no defense, 2 hits, because we were hitting on 4s. Okay, so the artillery is spent, the spotter is not. These guys take 2 hits. Actually, it attacks each unit, which is interesting. I think the headquarters is considered part of the unit. So, but if there's 2 units stacked there, I would attack each one individually. So this guy takes 2 hits. And then it's been a while since I've struck a headquarters, so let me go look up how that works. All right, so on a 1 to 3, it's unaffected. On a 4 to 6, it is damaged. Okay, it is damaged. So that was a good attack there. Now, there's one key part I missed. I had to roll for drift of the attacked hex. On a 6, it drifts. Hopefully I don't have to roll this back. I don't. All right, so that was a good attack. I think we're gonna follow it up with these mortars maybe. They get 2 dice hitting on 5s. Let's see, what's this little marker mean? Oh, that means they must be at least 3 hexes away. They are. Yeah, they're in range. This guy's spotting again. They get their 1 die. So I'm doing this to try to kill the infantry and bump the headquarters. So hitting on 5s. Unfortunately, those are misses. So mortars are spent. What's underneath the mortars? A truck. We'll leave it with the mortars. Okay, next, I think, well, unfortunately everyone's concealed, but, there's nothing I can do about that. So, I think this infantry unit up on the hill is going to fire its Spigot ATGM at the American Abrams over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got a range of 9. It's going to get to fire 3 dice. The American defends on 4 5s. Plus trees, plus ATGM bonus or malice. So against terrain, because the wires coming out the back of the missile. So it's not that great of a shot, but we got to take our shots. Okay, we got 1 hit, and Abrams defends on 5, so it defended. We got to check for running out of missile ammo. It's going to be a 6 or less. It's a 7, so I think we have to reload. Okay, so a little marker there. These infantry, they're going to advance. Try to coax someone into opening fire on them. So they go 1, 2, and they can go up to 3. Yeah, 3. All right, what else? This T-55 AM, it's horrible. It's going to fire at the Lukes. The range is 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that'll roll 3 red dice. This is a Patton, an M60A3. It's defending with 3 dice on 5s, but it gets 2 more dice for the concealment and being in trees. By the way, this guy was also concealed, but you can't get more than 3 dice on terrain plus concealment. So, but anyway, this guy's firing. Oops, let's roll that into here. Okay, so he hits on 6s. Oh gosh, and this guy defends on 5, so nothing. Wow, T-55's garbage. I should probably just run them up into point blank, like literally, like assault. I should go in an assault. Okay, next. How about this guy? What is this guy? It's a BMP. It's got a nice missile. So we'll fire the missile at the same guy. So unfortunately, what is this? It's 3 dice plus 1 for the headquarters. And then again, this guy's got trees, concealment. Oh, did I roll too many dice for him? I may have. Trees, concealment, and his armor. Yes. Okay. There we go. Okay, the ATGMs are hitting on 4s. So we did get 2 hits. And the Luke's is lucky it got 2 defenses. Wow. And the East Germans just cannot catch a break. See how their ammo situation's doing. 6 or less, we got a 6. So their ammo's good. Did they have anyone inside them? Oh, they did. Oh wait, no, it was these guys. Okay. Alright, next. I think these guys are gonna make a run for it into the town here. Let's go 1. And really the only unit that can fire on them is this infantry here. It's, what's that called? High explosive range is 2. 1, 2, you can double it to 4. So they can fire on them. That would raise their to hit from 5 to 6. So 2 dice against 6. Or 2 dice hitting on 6. Why not? And these guys are going to defend just straight on a 6. So everyone needs 6s. No hits. I mean, Americans got to try to keep those guys out. Infantry's not so hot. I think it's much better once it's in a town. So these guys drop into here. Now these guys, someone could theoretically fire on them. I don't think they're going to bother. Just let them have this objective. And probably wanted to see that. They went right down to here into the town. Still don't own the town, so maybe I'll move a little marker over here. Still need one more hex of the town to own it. And just as a reminder, we need to capture 4 different objectives. This is just one of them. I think next we're going to try to draw some fire. Instead of this guy going for the town, next turn we'll get it. He's going to go 1, 2. Well, here, we'll go 1. Does anyone want to fire on him with high explosive? No. 2. Does anyone want to fire on him with high explosive? Yeah, let's do the Lukes. Get some West Germans going in here. So they're high explosives. The range is 4, so it's just there. 2 hitting on 5s. This is just a 6. 1, 5. No defense. So they did prevent them from going any further. Okay, now they're spent. I think these guys, they're going to deploy infantry that direction. And that gives them 3 more moves. Yeah, we're going to tempt the Americans to fire on us, which they will. That is 4 5s against a single 5. I just don't know how to play this game very well. Wow. Okay, no hits. That's got some lucky. So yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to do is get these guys to fire. So he dropped a guy off, so he only has 3 moves left because of that. 4. Let's see if these guys want to fire. Yep, same thing. Let's do that. They hit on 5s, and the guy blocks on 5s. Okay, so where were we? We went 1, 2. Yeah, so anyone else gonna fire on this guy? Come up here, and he's done. This guy with no missile ammo. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we won't go that close. 5, 6. And this guy down here, he's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Gotta kind of pay attention to where my headquarters is, or be able to have a good grouping for my headquarters. That guy's gonna stay there. Gaskin. Yeah, we'll move it up behind this hill. I think we moved everyone. Yeah, except for this guy. What's he gonna do? He's got a missile he can still use. Range 13. Can you even see what I'm talking about? Not really. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I may have had that messed up, but somewhere in there. Yeah, he's in range. So we're gonna fire that. I think it's a Sager missile. This guy's no longer concealed, but he is in the woods. Let's find out remind ourselves what he is. So he defends on 3 5s plus the woods. Okay, so that's 4 dice. And then this guy gets 3 Sagers. But anti-tank guided missiles into woods. So it's still a tough hit. Let's try to kill these Americans. Okay, nothing. Wow. Yeah, I think the Soviets just need to assault instead of trade shots. They rolled their morale, so they're not out. Okay, and I think that's the last guy this unit is going to move. Next card. The 2nd of the 61st Panzer. Who are those guys? They're down here. I think they're in a great position. They're just gonna sit there, let the Americans fight it out. They're the reserve. They're also the best units. So let's see who's up next. The Americans on the hill. Although they are starting to take some losses. What do we have up here? So that's these guys here. So and we got those guys. This guy's marker comes off. We also have one of these mortar units. I think it's that one belongs to them. And this tank belongs. Okay, well, we'll position the headquarters just where it is to try to rally these guys. Get that missile back online. So everyone's in range. Their range is 5, but reduced to 4 because they're damaged. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, their artillery is actually out of range from that position. Shoot. So maybe we'll throw it back here and then try to get it back into range. Or try to, yeah, try, whatever. It's in range. It's in range. Okay, so let's try to disrupt this guy. Our morale is 7. 10. So no, he's not. He's going to remain disrupted. Okay, maybe this position's been very strong. So the fact that it's about starting to crumble a little is, I don't know, feels okay. By me putting the headquarters back there, though, I lost my dedicated, like a guaranteed spotter for the artillery. So I'll have to do a spotter check if I want to use it, which is fine, you know. I think, you know, all these guys are disrupted out here, except for this BDRM. I think it would be time to get off the edge of this hill. We're about to be overrun. So this guy, he's going to move into this M113 and get slurped up by it, and then it has 3 moves to go. So we're going to back off. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, these guys are hanging out here. So what I don't want is a little piece of junk BMP to come in and do an assault. We haven't seen assaults yet in this scenario, but they'll attack with 1 die on a 4, and that'll be a hit. They just roll right in, right? And I don't think there's a defense against the hit. So that'll be bloody. So I'm trying to think about what I want to do here. Maybe we're going to do a general pullback of the red guys. So this guy, he can go 6. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Abrams, we'll pull it back to the edge of the hill here. So if someone comes up here, you can shoot them, but otherwise no one really can see them. Maybe the people down the hill here, but the hill's like all on fire and everyone's disrupted. So yeah, we'll do that. I'm not sure if this is the right choice. And then maybe we'll move our artillery back here. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we'll go to move our ATGM. This is not on the map, but just to remind ourselves who owns it. Okay, that was all the red guys except for this. So what I'm kind of thinking is they're going to pull back and just kind of reorganize. These blue guys will hold this line here. So anyone that comes into these trees, they'll hit them. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Next, battlefield event friction. I haven't seen that in a couple turns, I don't think. We'll get the old card. Okay, we're going to roll on this side first. 2 dice. Got a 4. Let's look at the 4. Weather change. That's a lot of words. Let me read it. Okay, basically, we're going to roll on the weather change table. 2d6. Got a 3. A 3 is level 3 weather. On the summer map, this is summer. The game has a winter version of every map. Torrential rain or heavy fog. And I guess that's the same thing. So what does that mean? Max line of sight, ooh, is going to be 7. That's neat. And I'll have to see if NATO optics or whatever care about that. Long range fire is going to be harder. Point blank fire bonuses no longer count. There's a bad visibility defensive bonus. I'm assuming that counts as a terrain type bonus, so it can't stack beyond a certain level. Remove all casts and helicopters. Oh. Convert fire to burnt out. Okay. So I guess this happens right now. And then -1 movement point for ground units. Because of mud, I guess. All right. All right, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so the Soviet helicopter removed from the game permanently. The American helicopter removed from the game. There are actually 2 aircraft went into the deck this turn. One for the East Germans, one for the West Germans. They're removed from the game. On turn 8, there's going to be a Frogfoot Su-25 combat air support aircraft removed from the game. Even if the weather goes back to good, they're gone. So that's going to change up the game quite a bit. I feel like the weather will help the attacker maybe because of the limited visibility. That's my thinking, even though they'll have to go a little slower. But yeah. Next card. It's these Americans that I'm just having them hang out at this objective up here. Just waiting for the East German assault, so that they'll be protecting against that. Our first end operations. Next. So 11th ACR, that was the helicopters, so that's removed from the game. Next. Okay, this small American tank force, which is down here. We're getting low on battery though, so we're gonna take a little break and come back. All right, we're charged up. Let's get these guys unmarked here. Okay, we got these 3 tanks. What do we want to do with these guys? Well, if I recall correctly, there's these sitting duck T-80s still down here, and there was a good shot down there. So yeah, so we'll leave our headquarters right there. It's going to take a shot at the T-80s over here. And what are we going to have? We're going to have 4 attack, +2 for the headquarters. The T-80 is in Rex and defends on 4 5s. So everyone's hitting on 5s. Let's get this going. Can't even get my hands around the dice, there's so many dice. Okay, so defenders, oops, that was a 5. Defenders have 3 defense, there's only 1 hit, so that's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and mark these guys done. And what about these 2 guys? Yeah, let's try to knock some guys out. Let's see, what do we have here? We have some infantry crossing, almost dead BMP up here. So I guess we'll go with this guy first. So he's got his 4. The BMP is just straight. It's on 5. No hits. Wow. Okay. Can this guy see? Can. We're going to go for the BMP. Same attack. Let me make sure I got the distance here. 11, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got it. Man, those BMPs are tough nut to crack. So that was a complete whiff on these Pattons. So Pattons aren't so hot. Next activation, the East Germans with a yellow stripe. That's awesome. They had a headquarters in reserve, so we'll go ahead and plop that out. Where are those guys? Check out the situational awareness a little bit here too. They are up here. I mean, we're on turn 6 and they've only made it this far. And their goal, what I'm thinking is these Americans that have just been sitting there waiting for them, bypassing all this stuff if they can. So let's go drop a headquarters on. I mean, this looks like a good spot. Their range is 6. That's what I think I want to do with these guys. And it's probably all I can do anyways. Get them all on the edge of this hill. With their artillery up forward, everything. And then the next time they activate, they'll swarm over the hill. So, and let's see, what else we have? What's the potential for damage? Not much. It's like a little window through here, nearly impossible. I don't think there's anyone that can see. And then there's a little one right along the edge. Again, I don't think anyone can see anything. So we'll go ahead and just push all these guys up. So let's see, these guys have a 6, so we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5, 6 up on the hill there. Actually, you can, no, we'll stay down below. Stay down below. So we'll go there. This guy's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's our recon here. We'll bring the recon into the trees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and he has a 7 move, so 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Didn't quite get up to the hill, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the artillery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. That's our anti-air. We got one more little guy back here. This is a little anti-tank unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So most of these guys have moved. So let's drop some random markers all over here just to make sure we know they've been activated. All right. Next are the blue stripers again. So maybe they can redeem themselves down here. Yep, here we go. We're gonna attack the same guy again. So he had 4 dice hitting on 5s, and +1 for the Rex. These guys are attacking with 6 dice, hitting on 5s. Oh my gosh. No hits. This guy. Going to fire on the BMP up here. And if I recall correctly, that was 4 dice against 1. Oops. Lost a die. Here's the replacement. I mean, just 1 hit, but no defense. And, you know, he's damaged, but he is not disrupted, so he just gets a disrupted marker. Now his buddy here, firing on the same guy, same attack. Hitting on 5s, just, I mean, I should have had a few more hits statistically, but you know, the unit's just not so hot. Next, Americans with the tan stripe. It's these guys up here. They are waiting for the East Germans to come over, so skip that. Oh, the T-80s, the very few T-80s that remain. They were held in reserve from last turn, so we'll go ahead and drop their headquarters down. And what do we got down here? I believe from an entire battalion of T-80s, we are down to just 1.5 platoons. Well, I have to drop it onto this guy who's got the sniper ATGM mounted. Okay, this guy's in range. What's back here? Oh, we have one more. Okay, so we got 3 T-80s. Yeah, so our morale is 6. Let's see if we can get these guys undisrupted. No, actually, our morale is 4. Our range is 6. We're looking for that'll be the left guy. Did not rally, and then the guy on the right did not rally. Wow, that unit is not so hot. So these guys are still disrupted, and so the only one available is this guy, and he's just gonna sit there and take a sure shot on this guy. It's gonna be sure shot, right? This guy gets 3 defensive dice. He's not concealed because he's spent. He's in a town. And ATGM bonus. So that's going to be 5 dice. And what are we attacking with? We're attacking with 4 ATGM dice. +2 for the headquarters. And they're hitting on 4s. So we got a distinct advantage here. How many 4s we got? Oh man, these rolling so low. We got 2 4s or greater, but the defenders, they need 5s, and they got 2 5s or greater. So that was a waste. I feel like I'm rolling very low. Let's see if we've run out of sniper ATGMs. We have. For a vehicle team or support unit, whatever this is called, it's just out of ammo. And you know, I just remembered something. One problem with filming over the course of several days is you forget stuff. I forgot the weather is torrential rain right now, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this. The farthest we can see is 7. So that guy could see him, but the other guy back here could not see him. Let me see how much more cheating I had. And this guy fired 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I had a couple cheat shots. And what else happens with torrential rain? I'm looking at my little chart off to the side. Looks like -1 movement point for ground units. So I think I'll fix that. I'm gonna just slide all these guys like back one. Yeah, I'll fix that, but they're all going to slide back one because of the mud. Okay, so hopefully I've rolled back most of my cheating. All right, we're going to go to the next formation. Second end operations. Now, technically I should have shuffled the withheld end operations back into the deck. The chance of me getting this would have been different, but hey, I have no idea what the next card's going to be, whether I shuffled or not. So that's the end of the turn. We're going to remove all ops complete and out of command unit markers. Okay, done. One other thing you can do during the sort of end of turn is transfer support weapons from like one infantry unit to another while they're in the same space, but there's no real need for me to do that. Looks like we're basically done. Let's check out what units did not activate. Okay, just these guys, the German territorials, and the sort of what I'm calling the reserve armor cavalry regiment portion. I did clean out a whole bunch of cards in the deck, all the helicopter cards, all the aircraft cards, because of the weather change. So we'll set up the deck for the next turn, and yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.